Good afternoon. Now we come to the fourth and last workshop in Springboard. Match the meaning. Agenda. Welcome. Reading tip. Practice time. Our goal for today. You and your child leave today feeling ready to make the most of reading time in your home. Ask questions. So we ask questions before reading, mainly what is the book about? What is the title? If the title says this, what do you think the book is about? What is this cover, the picture of saying the book is about? How about this picture? How about this picture? So you do a picture walk and ask questions. What's the title? What's the picture about? What are the subheadings? And so on. During reading, especially for the lower grades, you would help them with the sound, ask them questions. What's the first sound? If it's a compound word, you could break it and chunk it, cover the second part of the word. If it's like football, okay, you cover B-A-L-L, and then F-O-O-T, what is that? Foot. And then cover foot, B-A-L-L, what is that? Ball. Okay, now let's put the two words together. What's the word? Football. So you're trying to help them to decode and to figure out what the word is about. That's for the lower grades. For the upper grades, the higher level ones, you can ask many questions or ask is this related to something else you're reading, another book you're reading, or something that you have seen in real life. Then basically get them to talk a little bit, to be excited, and to stay focused and engaged in the book. Now, after the reading, most of this is asking about comprehension questions, both a summary and maybe also detailed comprehension questions. So it could be main ideas or it could be in details so that they really understand what the book is about. Ask questions during reading to help your child practice rereading to read with more expression. When this is automatic, they will sound more like a storyteller. So the whole thing of this fourth workshop about match the meaning is so that they can sound more like a storyteller. Match the meaning. This tip will help children sound more like a storyteller and help them understand the story in a deeper way. Today's reading tip includes 1. Match the meaning. Match the feeling. 2. Match the character or person. 3. Match what's happening in the story. The reason why we use this strategy, match the meaning, is that the strategy match the meaning helps us get inside the character or the author's mind. Match the feeling. Ask your child, how does the character feel? Think about how you would sound if you felt like that too. Now match it with your voice as you read. Harold was so excited that his leaves began to shake. The jelly bean was smooth and kind of hard. As it sat inside the pitcher, it became soft and sticky. The flavor began to ooze out. It tasted so sweet, so wonderful. He felt himself glowing with joy. The next day, April noticed that Harold looked happy. "Hi there, Harold," she said. "You sure look happy today. Did you like the jelly bean?" Works with nonfiction. YouTube can help you know the person or the character. Match the character or person Ask your child. Think about Martin Luther King Jr. Think about how brave he was. Can you read a free at last quotation to match who he was as a person? At the march, Martin spoke to a cheering crowd. He shared his dream that one day the color of a person's skin wouldn't matter. All people would be free at last. The next year, the United States passed a law ending the separation of blacks and whites. The work wasn't over, though. Many blacks were still poor. Their lives were still hard. Martin kept working for better homes, schools, and jobs for them. Then, in the spring of 1968, Martin was shot by a white man. What's going on in the story right now? Can you make your voice match that part? Match what's happening in the story. Family. Think about the story and what's going on. How should you read it? Is it an exciting part? An angry part? A scary part? Make your voice match the meaning. I was so hungry. Lunchtime was still hours away. I decided to tiptoe very quietly over to my cubby to get my sandwich out of my lunch. I accidentally knocked over a chair. Miss Martin was not happy. Match the meaning. The meaning in the moment can change. Think about the meaning on this page. Is it different than the last page? The same? Match it with your voice. What's the meaning on this page? What feeling are you getting during this part? Can you match that with your voice? Miss Martin let everyone have a snack. She saved my life. Then it was finally time for recess. Hooray! My dad was looking up. Remember, match the meaning. 1. Match the feeling. 2. Match the character or person. 3. Match what's happening in the story. Practice your action plan. Need another question? Ask your child. What is the mood right now? How are the characters feeling? What kind of story is this? Stop and think about what's going on. Can you make your voice match the situation? Did the feelings change? How can you match your voice to show that change? Did how you read that make sense with what's happening in the story? Practice time. 1. Ask questions to your child. 2. Discuss the meaning and reread. 3. Notice, is their voice starting to match the meaning automatically? 4. Practice the strategy on your action plan. All right, go ahead and practice for 20 minutes with your child.